If you want to be the best boss or executive that you can be, here are 5 tips I'm going to give you to help optimize your performance, do the best, maximize the use of your time, and more. So the first thing is simple. We talk about it all the time. You want to optimize your sleep. If you drop sleep more than 2 hours, even in one night, your performance could drop up to 30%. And that's been seen in executives, it's been seen in school performance, it's been seen on the athletic field. You want to make sure you're doing 2 things at least. You want to make sure that you are getting the appropriate amount of sleep, at least 7 hours. What we're finding now is you want to stay in that 7 to 9 hour window. That if you do snore, that is dealt with. You want to make sure that the room is dark. If you sleep in a room that has a lot of light coming in, or your partner has the light or the TV on, definitely invest in a sleep mask. I like the Manta sleep brand, but there's a bunch of really good sleep masks out there that could be very helpful. The other part that we want you to maximize is keeping the same rhythm as much as you can. If you're one time burning the midnight oil every couple weeks is fine, but if you're going to bed at 3 o'clock one time, and then if you're going to bed at 11 o'clock the next night, and you've been meeting till 1, and then you're also dealing with different time zones, either over the video or in person, that just messes things up. It's going to affect your REM and your deep sleep, which is going to affect your body's ability to retain information. It affects melatonin production. Melatonin is not just to help you sleep. We know now it's anti-inflammatory, it's an antioxidant. It also may help actually prevent Alzheimer's or help limit Alzheimer's and other neurodegenerative issues. So you want to make sure that you're staying on top of your sleep. If you need a supplement, look into things like mycophenolate or theanine are good places to start. Number 2, another simple thing. We're starting with the simple stuff. Exercise. You should be doing exercise at least 3 times a week. We know that we want it to be weight bearing. The reason you want to be exercising is not only does it help with weight loss and building muscle, both of which you know are going to help not only your body function but your mind. Second to that, you want to make sure that by doing weight bearing exercise, it increases chemicals in the brain, it increases your neurotransmitters. It's going to increase something called BDNF, which is brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which helps your neuroplasticity, helps your brain cells connect and work well and optimize for you. We know that it increases other myokines like irisin. That helps again with the connections and helps your brain work better, decreases inflammation throughout your body. So not only is exercise going to help you build muscle, it's going to give you more energy by building mitochondria, which is called mitochondrial biogenesis. It's going to help potentially decrease inflammation, help your brain work faster, more adept, and is something that you want to adopt as part of your lifestyle. Number 3, something pretty simple, more on the organizational side, and that's time boxing. I found time boxing a couple months ago, and it's been a game changer. Time boxing is pretty much exactly what it says, is people aren't as efficient as they should be because they are just randomly going throughout their day trying to, okay, I'm going to go from column A and get this done, then column C, I'm going to get this done, and you try to jam things in a round peg in a square hole. It doesn't work as well. It's not as efficient. This is proven time after time after time. The number one business hack by Harvard Business School has been shown to be time boxing. What this is, it means that you want to make sure that from 1 to 3 p.m. on Monday, I am going to be working on my emails. From 3 to 5 p.m., I am going to be working on the website, and then 2 to 4 on Tuesday, I am going to work on getting 1 new client. Whatever it happens to be, everything should be boxed and organized and regulated, and you should be able to potentially have some analytics to make sure that you're getting the best out of your day and your performance. You got to find out what time works best for doing certain things. Rob Dyrdek, who was a skateboarder and now has multiple different businesses, he literally has every minute planned to the second of what he's doing, and he also knows what he's getting from it. He's done analytics where he knows that he's making this X amount of money by doing this at this time. You want to know what your productivity is, and you want to optimize your productivity. It does both those things. That's number 3. Number 4 is watch the alcohol. More and more studies are coming out that even 1 drink can limit the brain function over periods of days. It's going to affect your sleep. Again, not going to get deep sleep. You're not going to get REM sleep. The deep sleep is when you get your memories and your brain recovers and so on. If that is not happening, again, you're just not going to be at your best. So you definitely want to look into limiting the amount of alcohol, optimally no alcohol. If you need to have a drink, make sure it's hopefully something that's more gluten-free, less sugar, liquor. That could be, again, tequila, gin, vodka. There are now what are called ketone drinks, made of a different version of alcohol. Different companies are making them out there. There's one called Ketonade that I recommend to my patients. What this does, is not inflammatory. It actually helps your sleep as opposed to being a detriment to your sleep. It's something that you want to adopt into your lifestyle because it has so many, alcohol potentially has so many detrimental effects on it. Again, optimally no more than 2 drinks a day, no more than 10 drinks per week. Number 5, know your data. If you're running your business, you know your cost of goods, you know your ROI on something. You've done all your analytics on it, you know things down to the smallest thing. But in your body is the same thing. If your body is going to run just as well as your company is, know what your data is. Know what your basic hormones are. Know what your testosterone is, both men and women. Know what your insulin is. That's very important for brain function, for energy, for weight. Know what your cholesterol panel is. And again, it should be a high-end cholesterol panel. Know what your visceral fat is. It's something that you can do with a simple DEXA scan. We know visceral fat can lead to brain fog and fatigue. Those are things that you want to know. Know what your HRV is. That's your heart rate variability. That's going to tell us where your sympathetic versus your parasympathetic nervous system is. We want your sympathetic is your fight or flight system. Your parasympathetic is your rest and relax system. We want them to be playing well together, not fighting against each other. And the HRV is on the lower side. Everybody asks for a specific number. There's not a specific number. When you're looking at your HRV data over a day and it's flat, that's concerning. If you're under 20, that's concerning. If your HRV is in triple figures, you're doing okay. And HRV can be improved with breath work like box breathing or nasal sighing that Dr. Andrew Huberman talks about. It could be done through cold plunge. It could be done through humming or singing. There's a lot of different ways to optimize your heart rate variability, but you want to know what your data is. Know your inflammation, know what your hormones are, make sure your sugars are under control, make sure your cholesterol, get that checked once a year. And knowing that data is going to help optimize your health. You got to treat your body like you're treating your company. You want to know all the information. You want to make sure that you are getting the most productivity out of your body that you can. You want to supercharge it. You want to have the best employees. You want to be doing the best things for your body. You want to be doing the best exercise. You want to take the best supplements, which we'll get into another video. You want to be using the best technology, all things that we'll discuss in future videos. So if you like what you heard today, please feel free to like this video and subscribe. See you guys soon.